I am a wanderer, I always was. I see the peaks, I touch the clouds. As the wind plays with my hair, my soul settles in a rhyme. This vastness engulfs me, these roads define me. The colors have returned, the flavors have taken a rebirth. At last I'm here, at last I'm free. In these mountains and in these plains is where I belong. For I am a wanderer, I always was.
We are here to do a review, mate. And with us today are two classic touring motorcycles which have a cult following. The Bajaj Avenger 220 and the Thunderbird 350 from Royal Enfield. What say, mate?
So let's go on a tour and find which is the better bike.
Indeed. Where?
Bajaj Avenger is powered by the Pulsar 220 Source, single-cylinder DTSI engine and is air-cooled with oil cooler. Well, how much weird that may sound, it is essential for the twin spark ignited and a high RPM engine like 220 to survive. The engine is capable of producing 19.03 PS at 8400 RPM power, while the maximum torque sits at 17.5 Nm at 7000 RPM.
The current Thunderbird is a second generation model and comes with two engine options, a more lethal fuel injected 500cc and a carbureted 350cc, which we are riding today. The single cylinder 350cc engine produces 19.8 bhp of power and 28 Nm of maximum torque, but the weight of the bike makes it dead against the Avenger. Weighing around 192 kg, the bike is almost 35 kg heavier than the Avenger.
So Sunny, now that we are at the midpoint, what's your first impression of the bike?
Well, I have been riding the Avenger since we have started off. And boy, the acceleration of this bike is amazing. It doesn't even feel like a cruiser. The way this thing accelerates, and I saw more than 130 kilometers per hour on this motorcycle. For a cruiser in India, it's a big deal. And as far as the comfort goes, it has been like more than 100 kilometers since we have started off, and my bumps still feel fine. I'm good to go for another 100 kilometers without any issues. And what's your take on your Thunderbird, man?
Well, I have been facing this issue of false neutral quite a few times now. It has created a fatigue in me. I don't know, it has lot more vibrations, and the speed 120 above, it loses the breath. I'm not very happy with the bike, but yes, the handling is very good. So this is my first impression of the bike.
Okay, so I guess let's swap the bikes. Let's see what do you feel about the Avenger, and let me handle the Thunderbird for a bit.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Bajaj Avenger strikes us by its classic cruiser looks, a big and well-built tank, low slung styling, and gorgeous at the fuel tank. In fact, what makes the Avenger a typical and effective cruiser is the fact that the bike has low saddle height and comes with a dual density foam to make those long journeys comfortable. The low height also gives better center of gravity that helps the bike to run stable at the high speeds. Though this low design becomes a disadvantage for the Avenger when you are going to a road trip like Ladakh. At only 169 mm, the ground clearance is less than that of Enfield 350.
On the looks front, the bike comes with a long and high handlebar, and the tank gels well with the rest of the bodywork. The projector headlamp and the 5-bar LED tail lamp gives this Thunderbird a great character. Unlike the Avenger, one of the negatives of the Thunderbird 350 ends up being one of its biggest advantages. The weight and well-proportionate body makes the Thunderbird 350 one of the most sought-after tourers in the country, and no doubt people don't give it a second thought before taking the bike to the rough terrains like Ladakh.
So now that we are at Pushkar and haven't reached any conclusion, which among them is the better looking bike? Let's reach out to the people and know what they think.
Royal Enfield.
we have done 300 kilometers on these two motorcycles today. In fact, more than that. And we do have a winner for this all-important Camparo. But before that, don't you think so? Even though there's a price difference of almost 50k between these two motorcycles, but these two are still very evenly matched.
I don't think so, Sunny. See, the Avenger here is a better performer. The seats are better matched. It is a complete package. The USP of this bike is the comfortable ride, which is due to the suspension system and the seating. I would say this is a complete package overall.
I understand what you're trying to say. On the other hand, this is a handsome looking motorcycle and it justifies its higher price tag with the equipment it offers. And as we found out, it has a better fuel efficiency. Combined with this big tank, it has a better range too. So we just cannot deny its touring credentials.
So you are saying that Thunderbird is a better bike than Avenger?
If you ask for my vote, I will still go for the Avenger.
And Avenger is for me. So Avenger is the winner.
Indeed.